Hey, and welcome to another episode of the G.L.O.E podcast.
A show dedicated to the realness of organization and entrepreneurship. This space was created for every woman who needs motivation or inspiration to get organized and to keep going after her dream. I'm your host, Angel J. Sit back and prepare for valuable tips, resources, laugh, and much more. If this is your first time here, welcome, and thanks for joining. If you've been hanging around for a while, welcome back, and I hope you brought a friend.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode. So I know you all are probably like, wait a minute, it's Tuesday. Why is this episode coming out on a Tuesday? It's coming out on a Tuesday because today is the 1 year anniversary or birthday, however you want to call it, of the Modco podcast. So 1 year ago today, I created myself an account on Anchor, Spotify, whatever you want to call it, and I just went forward and I started recording, and here we are a year later. And so I'm super excited. So this is why you're getting a Tuesday episode instead of a Wednesday episode. And I'm sorry to throw you all off because I know whenever my podcasts like air on a different day than they normally do, or whenever like the podcast that I listen to, if they happen to change up the days that they air their episodes on, it completely throws me off. So it is Tuesday, not Wednesday, everyone. So first of all, I just want to start off and I just want to say thank you. I know I say this all the time, but I just can't say it enough. I just thank you to all of the listeners for supporting, for sharing, for your downloads, for everything. I'm just really, really grateful for it. And without you all, the podcast wouldn't be here and it wouldn't have made it a year. So thank you. When I started this podcast a year ago, I did not know that a year later I would still be doing it. I didn't know where the podcast was going to go. I just knew that I wanted to do a podcast and I had always wanted to do a podcast, and I was just tired of thinking about it and decided to finally go for it. And I think I may have told you all before that I actually almost gave up on after episode 3 because I was like, what am I doing? What am I going to talk about? I don't have anything to talk about every week. And I was like super close to giving up on it, but I stuck with it and even had the crazy idea to do 2 episodes a week, which it went well for a while, but that is something that is going to change. I am going to drop down to just 1 episode a week. It will be the Wednesday episode, so you'll be getting a mixture of entrepreneurship and organization on the Wednesday episodes. I love bringing you all 2 episodes a week, but it's a lot. Like it's a lot. The planning and the editing and the writing and recording and just getting everything up. It's a lot, and I would rather bring you all quality episodes over quantity. So if I can give you 4 quality episodes per month, I would rather do that than to give you all 8 episodes per month that I'm wondering, hey, did that come out right, or that I'm stressing out about and wondering, where it's going to go. And I also want to say that this episode here will not be edited because I have waited until the 11th hour to record it. I went back and forth so many times about like what I wanted to say and what I wanted to do on this episode. If I just wanted it to be like a quick shout out to celebrate the 1 year and then do a regular episode on Wednesday, or if I just wanted to do a full episode. I think I wrote and rewrote it a couple of times. I even tried recording it one time and it just didn't come out the way that I wanted to. So this is literally the 11th hour of me recording this. So not edited. Please forgive anything, any oopsies in here. And what did I want to say? See what I mean? I'm sorry. Y'all are really gonna just like get all of my random thoughts with this one because I have no notes. I'm just kind of winging it. I'm so excited. And that's what I was gonna say. And so also the other times that I recorded it, I was just feeling kind of blah. I wasn't feeling like myself, and it reflected in my recording. And nobody wants to listen to somebody that sounds blah. So I didn't even want to listen to it. Like I literally stopped myself from recording because I was like, this just sounds draining and it doesn't sound upbeat or like a celebration at all. So yeah, but here I am. I am upbeat, and I credit that to going to church the other day. Actually, we usually go to the 9 o'clock service, but we missed the 9 o'clock service, and I was just like, oh, forget it. I'm not going to go. And something told me to get my butt out of bed and get to the 11 o'clock service. So I did just that, got my butt out of bed and went to the 11 o'clock service. And I just really enjoyed it. It really resonated with me. It really helped me. It really helped to pull me out of the funk that I was in, because I was in like a bad funk these past couple of days. I don't know what was going on, but I just was. But going to church just really helped to pull me out of that funk and to make me feel better. And that's why I have so much of the energy that I have. So, and also before I get too far into this episode, I want to give a shout out to Flower Creations. So if you all follow me on Instagram or Facebook, or if you're on my email list, then you saw the super cute cookies that I posted that were made for the show to celebrate the 1 year. I'm just going to call it an anniversary. That sounds better. To celebrate the 1 year anniversary. The owner of the company, her son and my son, they go to school together, and she makes like cookies for everything, y'all. Like, and her cookie art is absolutely amazing. Like, I've known her for about 2 years, so that's probably about as long as I've been following her Facebook page. And I'm just always like looking at her cookies, like, I want some of those. I want some of those. But she sells out super quick. Like, she does cookies for different holidays and stuff, like Christmas and Easter and Valentine's Day and all kind of little fun stuff like that. And literally she puts her form up to order the cookies at like 7 p.m. She always does 7 p.m. And by 7:05, she's usually sold out. Like, no lie. I have tried to get cookies multiple times and she's always sold out. So I am super excited about the cookies. They are so yummy and so delicious. So if you are in the Monk's Corner, Goose Creek, Somerville area, definitely hit up Flower Creations and follow her and place an order. She does do custom orders as well. So I just wanted to shout her out for these amazing cookies that she made for us. So thank you, Jill, and thank you, Flower Creations, for the cookies. So yeah, y'all, I just feel like I want to talk about so much stuff, but then I'm like, what do I talk about? But again, I'm just excited to celebrate 1 year of the podcast. I'm gonna still keep doing, entrepreneurship and organization. And if there's anything else that you all want to hear, like, hit me up on the socials or send me an email. Or if you're on the email list, respond back and just let me know. Like, I love feedback, because if I'm not bringing you stuff that you want to listen to, then you're not going to listen. The whole purpose of the podcast is to have people to listen, right? So I want to make sure that I'm bringing you stuff that you're interested in and that resonates with you, and things that you're looking forward to hearing. So I've had a lot of really good feedback about guests that I've had on the show and different topics that I have covered and discussed. I know a lot of people really enjoyed the mental health episodes that I did, and I do have another one that's coming up here soon. I think I told you all before that I bulk recorded back in like November and December. And so I still have some of those episodes, because not only did I bulk record in November, December, but I still had other episodes that other guests that I recorded with after that as well. So I still have a lot of those out there that need to get put out and that I'll be releasing soon. And I'm also hoping to do a podcast swap with some of the people who I've guest on their podcast, because I was just thinking about it and I was like, you all always hear me interviewing someone else, but you never get to hear me like being a guest on someone else's podcast. And so I think that would be great to do a podcast swap, so that, one, because you all know I love supporting like other small businesses and other podcast hosts, and so that'll help to get more eyes on their podcast, because my listeners will be able to hear it, and it might be a show that resonates with you and you want to dive deeper into that show and follow that show. And then also, their listeners will get to kind of hear like what my podcast sounds like as well. So I've been talking to a couple of people about that, about doing podcast swaps. So hopefully that'll be happening soon. That's in the works. And I am going to work on doing more solo episodes. I know it's been a while since I've done a solo episode, but like I said, I had so many great guests on the show that I wanted to make sure that I was getting their episodes out and highlighting their episodes. So I've been trying to get those out, but I do want to just like talk to y'all again one-on-one. So All right, I kind of feel like I'm just starting to ramble now, so I'm not going to hold you all up with my rambling, but I just want to say thank you again to everyone who has shared the podcast, likes the podcast, follows it, downloads it, has told a friend about it, who's bought a coffee for the show, who's just supported the show in any way, shape, or form. I am really, really grateful for it. And so thank you. Please keep listening. If you're not on my email list, make sure that you join that. It'll be linked in the show notes. And then also I will link Jill's cookies, flower creations. I will link those in the show notes as well so that you can check her out and follow her page. And just thank you all again. And so there won't be another episode tomorrow, which will be the 17th. So the next episode will be whatever the following Wednesday is. I don't know. You all know that math isn't really my thing. So eight days from now, the 24th. 24th sounds right to me. So y'all please don't judge me. Like I said, it's the 11th hour. It's late. My brain is not fully it's not fully functioning right now. And I don't even know if I had caffeine today or not. That's interesting. But anyways, thank you all again. I love you all. I appreciate you all. I can't wait to see what the next year holds for the podcast and for all of my listeners. So thank you and God bless.
Thank you for tuning in to another episode of the Modco podcast. I hope that you enjoyed this episode and learned something from it. Be sure to share this episode with a friend, family member, colleague, or anyone you think will enjoy it. Make sure you hit the follow or subscribe button. And if you love the podcast, please leave us a 5-star rating and review on your favorite podcasting app. That helps others to find us and gets us listed in other show recommendations. So you all know that I run on coffee, and so does the show. If you'd like to buy us a coffee, you can do so by clicking on the link in the show notes. Thank you so much, and chat soon.